Hello everyone, the 316 Lego Maniac 316 here with another Throwback Thursday. This time it's going to be a little different. I recently went on a little bit of a road trip and I came across a collectible toy store. Here's the little flyer for it if you guys want to check them out. Nice little store, pretty good selection too. But what caught my eye was they had Lego. Actually, they had a good chunk of Lego. So they had Lego boxed sets, complete in box, sealed in box. But they also had like just a big tub of Lego. You could get like 2 pounds for $10. I didn't do that, but what I did do is get some minifigures. So I got my minifigure out here just so that I can introduce you as myself. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put me to the side here so we can take a look at the minifigures I got. I got 3 of them, and I'm gonna go from the newest to the oldest. So the first minifigure was actually the most expensive, and I got them for $15, and it was a Raphael from 2013. This is my only Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle minifigure, but it's a good one. I really like the printing here. There's no side leg printing and no sidearm printing, but it really doesn't need it. It looks good as is. I got the slightly frown, smirk, so it looks good. I really like these new, or not new, well, new for its time, specialized pieces of the shell and the headpiece. And it does have printing on its back here. It's just a bit of a shell. Oop, dropped the shell there. But you can see it's basically just this, but on there. I like when Lego adds that little extra bit of detail, even though they don't need to. So yeah, I got him for $15. And I only have 2 Lego minifigure stands on me right now, but you know what? We'll just sit him down. He doesn't even want to sit down. Alright, there we go. The second minifigure was one that actually surprised me. It's honestly probably the coolest one I found there. They did have another one like this, but not the exact same. Now this minifigure, if I did my calculation or research correctly, this figure came out in 1995. So 1995, it was a king here. Now it doesn't have the cape, and the legs are supposed to be blue, but the blue legs is not a problem. But really nice little minifigure, only $12, surprisingly cheaper than Raphael over there. But let me see if I can get this open. Now obviously all these minifigures are used, but they all seem to be in good condition. The main reason I bought this one was because I haven't ever had a minifigure quite like this. And this is a nice shiny chrome silver, great sword. And it's just such a nice shine to it. Of course it's got scratches all over it, but it's not like, chipped or anything. This is in basically brand new condition as far as I can tell, although the handle, hard to see on camera here, but the handle might be a little chipped, but I expected that. So go ahead and take a look at the minifigure here. So a nice shiny gold helmet, like really nice. I wish Lego did, reflective pieces like this. Honestly, it looks more impressive in person. It isn't completely gold anymore. It is a little bit tarnished, but it's still in pretty good condition. Here's the torso print for you. Nothing on the back. I really do like that. This one looks slightly misprinted, but it is legitimate. And the legs, they're pretty old. You can tell there's a little bit of yellowing. But let's go ahead, and there's this tiny little piece up here too, which is supposed to go like this from what I've seen in the images. But I've never had that piece before. Usually we only get the newer ones. Alright, it looks like the crown is a little bit wobbly, but it's on there. And here's the head print. It's kind of silly looking, but actually really good condition, Not a lot of scratches or anything. Maybe a little bit on the back and a tiny little hair, but not bad at all, for a figure that's, what, 17? No, 27 years old? Jesus. Anyway, let's go ahead and put the sword in his hand. And yeah, I mean, look at that. That minifigure's awesome. This sword is huge. The uh, the chrome on it is just absolutely fantastic. Really, really nice. I've never had a minifigure quite like this. Now, there's one more minifigure we got, which was actually the cheapest, and is a minifigure I've actually been trying to hunt down for quite some time. I could have bought this online, probably, maybe cheaper, just depends, but the last minifigure, $10, classic red spaceman. I've always wanted a classic red spaceman, and this is my first one. I might get another one, but for right now, one's good enough for me. Red is my favorite color, although green is a close second. But I've always wanted one of these, and I'm going to be very careful with the helmet because I know it's prone to breakage, I believe. But really, the only costly parts on here is the torso and the helmet. And the helmet looks to be the original Red Spaceman helmet, not the one that had the thicker chin. And it is also not the newer style, which has been used ever since. Now, this minifigure, I'll put the date down below. It's the last known production date of this specific minifigure was 1988. This figure is older than me. It's kind of weird to think that, this minifigure is, oh my god, like almost, let's see, 34 years old? Seem about right? Yeah, 34 years at minimum. This could be even older. I think they first started producing this in the late 70s, but the last print date looked to be 88. But, the only issue with this figure is it doesn't have the gold on the torso here anymore. Although, now that I'm looking at it, let me zoom in here with the light. Yeah, it looks like the gold is mostly completely gone. But on camera, it's kind of easier to see that there's some vestige of where the gold was, and it kind of has a little bit of it left. But I always wanted this minifigure. I'm so glad to have one finally. And, when I get my other Lego out of storage, I'll put him next to the rest of the classic space minifigures that I have, which are the ones from the Lego Movie 2. So Benny, the pink one, etc. And also this minifigure, ooh, he doesn't want to go on the base plate here. I'm trying to look at the legs. Actually, I mean, the legs are a little chewed up, but it's not that big a deal. For some reason, he doesn't want to go on this minifigure stand, like it's really fighting me. He goes on there, it's just really tight. But yeah, he was the cheapest. So somehow the newest minifigure cost the most, and the oldest minifigure cost the least. But yeah, really, really happy to add some of these minifigures to my collection. And again, here's the card if you guys want to check them out. Really nice, tiny little store. They had a Spider-Man statue and a Wild Force Red Power Ranger statue outside. They didn't have any Lightning collection, but they had some good stuff. They even had Toy Biz Marvel Legends, which I almost bought one. They had a Daredevil movie figure for $20, and I kind of want to go back and get it, but it's quite a drive. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this Throwback Thursday video. I know I certainly did. Some really nice minifigures to add to my collection, and let me know in the comments if you want to see me do another one of these where I go to like a vintage or modern or collectible toy store and picking up some minifigures and doing maybe even a new series of just minifigure hunting. Anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. Be sure to leave a comment. Be sure to like the video. And to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when videos like this are uploaded to the channel. And as always, thanks for watching. Peace.